Good afternoon. I'm First Alert Meteorologist Cruz Medina. Today we're going to be talking about how changes in pressure can actually affect your health. And what I mean by that is if you suffer from any health ailments, things like arthritis, headaches, migraines, you could also be affected by the pressure, the air pressure. So those sayings when you were little, your mom telling you that she could feel when rain was coming or storms were coming, those things actually have some validity to them. So let's explore this a little bit more and how exactly this could be affecting your health. So we'll start with this. Temperature changes. This is when a lot of people notice that change in their health. So the aches and pains come along when the temperatures start to drop. There is some research behind this that shows that for every 10 degrees drop in temperature, there is a change in barometric pressure, which then incites a rise in arthritis or the arthritic pains that you experience. So arthritis is just one of those many health ailments. There are other ones like multiple sclerosis and once again, headaches and migraines as well. So when the temperature drops, that's also coinciding with a pressure drop. So to see this a little more clearly, I'll actually show you a trend here. So this is the pressure trend in Nashville over the next several days. And what you can see here is on the graph, it shows where there is high pressure and low pressure to the left. So watch this trend line. When the pressure is high, that's coinciding with less pain. So you're in the green or at least in the yellow, indicating, slightly lesser pain in this case. But once the pressure starts to drop, you'll see that toward the end, so Sunday into Monday, that's actually when we have a rain chance, you will notice the pressure drops and the graph is then red. That's showing that you could be experiencing more pain as a result of those drops in temperature. So what exactly is the correlation there? So your body and high pressure, you have almost equal pressure all over your body. So high pressure is associated with quieter weather, drier weather. It's something we see a lot in the summer. So when it's really, really hot, a lot of times that's just a big dome of high pressure beating down on you, but the air is expanded, okay? So high pressure, think of expansion. Well, when you get low pressure, things contract a bit. So you feel more pressure on your body. Your joints feel that pressure as well. The fluids in your body, they also feel that. And areas like your sinus cavity that already have air in them, they feel that as well. So those changes in pressure, if you already are feeling a bit stuffy, you could get additional discomfort. You could get postnasal drip just from that pressure increasing on your body with the low pressure. So there's a lot going on here. There is a lot of science behind this, a lot of studies that have been done on this as well. And people like chiropractors and certain doctors that deal with, different types of long-term diseases, different health ailments and things will tell you that there is correlation between these two things, the air pressure and of course what your body feels. So we've talked about a little bit about the trends in pressure. We've talked about when you would see those changes, when you would experience that discomfort. Here are some other things to note here. So this is how to ease that pressure, ease that pain that your body feels. This can vary very much per person. So this is something you might want to talk to your doctor about. Just definitely make sure that you're speaking to a professional before trying any of these things, especially if you've been a lifelong suffering. You probably experimented before. No one probably can tell you better than your doctor. But here are some things that you can do that don't require medicine. So keeping a healthy weight, staying active, eating the right types of food. I know in our society, it's very easy. We're always on the go. We're working, we're going here and there, bouncing off the walls. It's very easy to just eat things like fast food, very greasy foods, very floury foods, things that are just not the most healthy for your body. That can increase the pain that you feel with some of those health ailments. So you definitely want to avoid that. Try to eat as clean as possible. Losing weight can also help ease the pain off some of those joints as well. So going along with that, you got to get some good sleep. A lot of us, there are several studies out showing that most people average between 5 and 6 hours of sleep a night. You should be getting more like 7 or 8 hours of sleep. So that could certainly help as well. If you want your muscles to feel rested, your joints rested, you yourself have to feel rested in order for these things to occur. So something that we mentioned with the trends earlier, when the temperature drops, that's when you can feel some of that discomfort, especially on your joints, that can cause lots of pain and even headaches. That's when you'll want to dress warm. So keeping your body warm is going to be very helpful, especially if you do have something like arthritis. You probably know with arthritis that when it's cold out, that's when you experience the most pain. So the fluid in your joints, it kind of slows down when the temperature drops a little bit. You want to keep that warm. You want to keep those fluids in your body moving. That could certainly help to relieve some of that pain. So dressing warm in layers, all of these things are certainly going to help. You want to keep your home heated. Along with that, I know a lot of folks sleep with a fan. I'm one of them. That would probably not be the wisest thing to do here, as that's cooling you down. So you'd probably want to stay warm if you can sleep that way. Otherwise, do what you're most comfortable with. Otherwise, you won't get good sleep that night. And then lastly, your doctor, you can talk to them about certain types of medication. This is something definitely that you have to talk to a medical professional about. But these types of medication, they are known to help with relieving pain from inflammation. So they don't have steroids, they're anti-inflammatory. These are the types of medicines that you would want ultimately from your doctor, and they can tell you best which different types of medicine would help you, which different brands. But for the, I guess, general overview here is that the pressure can affect your health. Pressure changes also affect weather changes. So when the pressure drops, you're usually talking about low pressure that coincides with storms, clouds, rain, those types of things. High pressure, that's usually associated with more fair weather. So you typically would feel less pressure on your joints, less pain from these health ailments if you were under the influence of high pressure. So usually some drier air is involved. You don't have all of that moisture around that messes with the pressure on your joint. So these are certainly some things to keep in mind. If you are a sufferer from things like migraines, headaches, multiple sclerosis, arthritis, these are just to name a few of those health ailments. There are a lot of them, and I encourage you to also do research on your own. You can also find an article about exactly what we were just talking about, the relationship between the pressure and your health, on our website and our free WSMV4 news app. We actually send a push to your phone so you can find more information there. And of course, if you have any questions, you can leave those under this video and we'll try to get to them as soon as possible. Have a great day, everybody. And once again, we will be on standby to answer any of your questions once this video ends.